Hand clap, brothers and sisters, we have finally made it to another reaction. This is Mystelics Reacts channel. Welcome to every single one of you guys who tuned in to see what's up on these vibrations. All the Mystelics family, hand clap goes out to you guys, and of course all the new indie videos who tune in to see what's up in this here video, brothers and sisters, this here reaction. Big up yourself for being a part of these here vibrations, brothers and sisters. These are my thoughts. What are yours with your thoughts and comments? Where in the comment box below, so of course others can see and I will see as well. I definitely check it out within 24 hours. So definitely leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box below. Of course, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Don't be shy, click it, man, to help push these videos further and further. And subscribe, brothers and sisters. Subscribe for more vibrations as you do definitely them to come through. Right, I would appreciate you guys definitely doing so. Of course, inadvertently becoming part of the Mystelics family when you click the bell and click all, brothers and sisters, so you'll be getting all the notifications when I drop my videos right here and then. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without a further ado, let us get the vibrations. For of course, we have something very interesting when it comes to the dilemma that is taking place in the nature island, the Caribbean, brothers and sisters. Of course, it is still safe, but it's sometimes worrisome as to what exactly is going on, brothers and sisters. You have to ask yourself some questions, because this is Mika Henderson giving her thoughts on the situation involving what is taking place in society. She's saying it is time for what, brothers and sisters? I don't know, but political violence or any kind of wanton violence is unacceptable, not acceptable at all, brothers and sisters, in a civil democratic, but I put my own part with that, but you get the point, in a civil society, brothers and sisters. But let us not sugarcoat things. No. Let us not sugarcoat the fact that increasingly political rhetoric has been rocketed up to a dangerous, very, sometime I would put evil levels right there. Leaders, activists, spokesmen, and the like need to be held accountable. I remember Tupac was saying something very interesting right there. Hold leaders accountable to the things that they say, brothers and sisters. Oftentimes, even thinking of two ways. I remember the situation involving Melissa where she said she has a snipers. She has a snipers, brothers and sisters. What are you encouraging when you're telling people that you have the local folks who can act as snipers on the behalf? She also indicated recently, from my understanding, that she doesn't even need to walk around ROSEAU with who? Officers. The very people who are being paid to protect citizens and them as well. She's indicating that she doesn't need to because she has a snipers around her. Very interesting. Doesn't that somehow condone some sort of violence or people who should not have ammunitions and guns, but they have it? Why? So they can protect you. Interesting right there. But of course, this is not acceptable when it comes on to this thing, especially the things that people say. Remember when Prime Minister SKYT indicated to the people that if the opposition were to come on their doorsteps, that the people need to do what? Throw hot water on them. Isn't that incitement? And for some reason or the other, nobody was charged on the indication of promoting violence on the very citizens themselves. Even if you don't support somebody, even if you don't side with somebody, it's important that you at least respect that person. You tell the person what it is, what you think, and your thoughts, and what have you, brothers and sisters, and wait, and try to wait. That's one of the things I always say. It seems like we always have our opinions, but we never leave room for the facts. We know there's a high crime taking place, and for some reason or other, people want to pretend there's nothing is happening. Oh, it's just a fluke. Oh, this is just a fluke. Stop your everlasting dirty ways, brothers and sisters. Of course, as indicated right there, certain types of speech invite this type of behavior from certain members of society. Let me read that again. Certain types of speech invite this particular type of behavior from certain individuals of the society. People who have zero respect for humanity, human life and humanity and the rule of law. Melissa, all right, SKYT, all right, then, brothers and sisters, and we wonder what's going on when it starts at the head. But when the head doesn't have any sort of understanding for the rule of law or respect for the rule of law, how then do we expect the people under to therefore have some sort of respect or even understanding for the rule of law that guides proper living in society or making it fair for everyone, brothers and sisters? People who have zero respect for humanity or human life and the rule of law are motivated by provocative words. They are motivated by provocative words, hate speech, and vitriol, brothers and sisters. It is hypocritical to publicly incite these types of dirty behavior. She didn't say that, but you understand, brothers, you can refer yourself. And then act shocked when some madman carries it out. Or some people might not be mad, you know. They are just willfully wicked. When a man can decide, you know what, I'm going to take somebody's life. Understanding there might be a little squabble here and there, or people using fists and this kind of things there, might be vexed. At least that person gets to see another day. But it seems like people don't even understand the full legitimacy of life in itself. Because once it is gone, it will never come back. Never come back. Then you go to jail, you might spend most of your life inside there. But you might come out, brothers and sisters. Maybe on technicality or good behavior, you come out. Waste your life. But that person that is gone forever. While you still have the opportunity and time. Which is very interesting. What do you think about bringing back the death penalty, brothers and sisters, for people who willfully do these things? I understand there's situations where, you know, certain force might take place and so forth and so forth. But when you have individuals who are willfully going out there, it's not like they don't know what they're doing. They willfully go out there and cause harm to even take people's lives. Do you think that the death penalty should be brought back? Let me know your thoughts in that regard right there, brothers and sisters. So it's not always some madman. No, brothers and sisters. Some of them thinking well with their heads, brothers and sisters. Be more responsible with your words. It's indicating to the individuals of society, leaders, activists, sportsmen. Be more careful with your words, because it's your duty to ensure that the people's safety is paramount. And your involvement should never be where somebody might misconstrue the word, even if you not misconstrue the words, but the statements made willfully to harm people. I think that is very, very shocking stuff right there, especially when it comes from leaders, activists, and spokesmen and women out there. Be more responsible with your words. Debate is healthy. We need to start seeing debates between Thompson, Fountain, and SKYT. That's one of the things that people seem to want to forget, as if, oh, it didn't happen. Yes, it needs to happen in a democratic society. This is something that definitely needs to happen, brothers and sisters. There needs to be more debate. Debate is healthy, but this type of speech and the divisionism that follows can result in acts of extreme violence, as we saw in the last few days. The last few days, brothers and sisters. Yes, the last few days. 2 people died from the very ammunition right there, brothers and sisters. It's a shame. Or am I going too far? Let's go back up, brothers and sisters. Even amongst ourselves, our common discord has disintegrated. I saw a video of 2 young boys, or 2 versus 1. One was just hitting the boy with a piece of 2x4. You don't think maybe you might end up hitting him in the wrong place and you would have to go as a little boy. Some people don't think. Brothers and sisters, before they act, it's important to think before you act. Taking a piece of thing, I understand if you're using your hands. I'm all for the hand business, brothers and sisters. You get it out of your system. You know, I'm all for that. Because sometimes these things tend to happen from time to time, and sometimes somebody needs to feel a little something. But you do not take weapons and go and try people with the possibility of that person's life ending. You hit him somewhere and he knocks out and never comes back. I remember a video of a girl, I think they hit her with a piece of metal, I think it was. And that was it for her. A schoolgirl hitting another schoolgirl with a piece of metal, and that was it for her. No coming back after these, brothers and sisters. We need to be smart, especially understanding. And another thing I have to point, where are the fathers though? Where are the fathers? I think that is important right there, especially for society. So even amongst ourselves, our common discord has disintegrated into hurting insults and making threats and wild accusations. The art of debate and civilized conflict resolution seems to be... Hold on, where are you going in now? Where was I? Okay, resolution, okay. The art of debate and civilized conflict resolution seems to be fading into oblivion, brothers and sisters. As you can see downward right there, the B word and bullets are emerging as the preferred method of communication. They want to say, oh, shoot now, ask questions later, but sometimes you don't even ask questions later. You pull up in jail, and then things happening to you inside there for your own foolishness. When you think you're the badger of society, you become somebody's little pet inside prison. What's going on here, brothers and sisters? Wake up and smell the cocoa tea. That is something very interesting. So bullets are emerging as the preferred method of communication. It is a shame human life is scarred. I think it's sacred. She probably trying to say that human life is sacred. After millennia of barbarianism, you would think that we would have learned at least that. But apparently we don't seem to learn these things at all. We have come a long way. And sometimes we come a long way, but we're going back. Brothers and sisters, I think one of the reasons why we are going backwards is because some people believe that what is happening is something new. The great book says that there's nothing new under the sun. And I constantly understand this thing to be true. Not just in opinion, brothers and sisters, but fact. Just like when the injection thing came through, brothers and sisters, and people said it was a new thing. And a simple research would tell you, well, it was actually 80% or something that they morphed. And if you understand the rhetoric of what was happening during that time, brothers and sisters, you will see that it was a repeat of what took place in 1913, I believe it is, when they had the Spanish flu. Very similar business, brothers and sisters. They said the mask thing, the same thing that was happening. But a lot of people have no clue of what was happening back then. Because if they knew what was happening, they would see the repeat of what was taking place and say, hey, hold up, what are you doing? Now, all the information and news is coming out of these things is very dangerous to the point where they have now banned this stuff and are starting to look into other injections that they have been giving people as a result of certain outcomes that have been coming through in society. It's very interesting when you look at the trajectory of how things are going in, brothers and sisters. Looking back on the past to realize what is happening today. We have come a long way. Michael is saying, let us not spiral back into uncivilized savagery that plagued mankind for thousands of years. We are heading back there, it seems. How would I know this? We'll see something in a moment, brothers and sisters. Temper your sword. Calm down yourself. Stop your dirty ways. What's something saying that word? That's interesting. The honest is on our leaders to show the way, brothers and sisters. Temper your swords. Yes, it's on our leaders to definitely say, hey, enough is enough. Stop your dirty ways, brothers and sisters. Temper your swords. Choose your words wisely, leaders. This is up to you as well. Agree to disagree. Let us sin. Let others sin ideas contend. Yeah, I like that. Let other sin ideas contend. Some of your ideas are just insane, but I guess we'll have to agree to disagree. Sometimes people don't look at the facts. They always look at feelings, brothers and sisters. Or they misconstrue the facts and take things out of context to even prove their ideologies, not realizing that the ideologies is still wrong. Even if you take the facts, you need to understand the facts in context. That is something very interesting. One of the things that I was having an argument about with an individual was about slavery in the great book. And I'm saying to them, the Bible never condoned it. The great book never condoned slavery. People say, yes, but written inside there. Did you take it in context to understand? There were two types of slaveries. One was when individuals gave themselves up to be servants, quote unquote servants. They're slaves to the enemies, servants. Of course, the great book, Hebrew and, whatever. You get the point. Different language. All right. So they gave themselves up, whether they had debts and had to pay off these debts. Most likely they ended up spending all their life in that. And then two, they gave themselves up to have a better life, to escape poverty. So they gave themselves up to things. And the other one was on the merit of punishment. Now a lot of people look at this as this is what they say. No, that is not what he's saying at all. Slavery was happening all during that time. And as a result of culture, slavery was a culture back in the day. Some of you always say, oh, I wish I was born back in the day. Sometimes you don't even know what you're saying. But anyways, that's another story right there. So that was culture, and the great book was just pointing out what culture was saying as a result of the second one being punishment. It never condoned anything because you take it out of context right there. So it's important to take things in context. Let others sane ideas take precedence, brothers and sisters. Demonstrate that the human race is capable of kindness. May I always step up and do my part to promote kindness and peace in this world. Kindness and peace is cool, but sometimes you need the other side as well. Not on the basis of doing things unjustly. Just like I mentioned, sometimes you need a combating. Yes, that will tend to take place. It's not, what do you call that? That was a frightening set of stuff that I used to see back in the day, man, on TV. Tiki winky la la and po and that was frightening to me. That was some shock Teletubbies, man. That was some shocking stuff, man. That was a nightmare. Anyways, you get the point right there, brothers and sisters. So sometimes we need balance in society, right there. Sometimes for us to truly understand peace, you must know war. It's very interesting to understand. Just like when we pray and we say, God, give me strength. And then he puts adversity so you can get strong and say, boy, what is this? No, I asked for strength and that is what he gave me. Well, that's what makes you stronger. The adversity is just like when you go to the gym and you gym in and say, boy, I'm tired of that. I cannot do it. No. But it is that very thing that is making you stronger and much better right there. Brother Paul Michael is saying, may she always step up and do her part to promote kindness and peace in this world. So help me, God. I am appealing to artists and sane men and women. Sane, yes. Because appealing to the insane doesn't make sense. So I agree to sane men and women you're appealing to these artists, brothers and sisters, and to individuals out there all over the world to join me in this venture. Maxi Priest implores us to say a prayer for the world. Michael Jackson also said that sentiment as well. Only love can save us now. Common sense too can save us now. Always look at love. Yes, love is important. And yes, I understand the thought process of love, not just being, but also sometimes being firm. If you love somebody, they say if you love your friends, you will tell your friends the truth. Sometimes people just lie consistently to their friends. Oh, you're looking nice. Or you put this thing. Oh, no, go ahead, man. You're looking great. Be a lie, you're telling your friends. And then for some reason, when they go out, they're being judged by others because you did not protect your friends. Want to pretend, oh, that doesn't happen. Judgment does. Stop your naughty ways. Understanding is key, brothers and sisters. I was going to mention another thing about the R word thing, but that's a whole other story right there. Of course, we need to pray for the world, no doubt about it. And love can definitely save us, no doubt about it. Those of us who believe in love, the role is called up yonder. The role is called up yonder. Will you be there? It is time. My thoughts and prayers with the families of the deceased. This is Miguel speaking right there. It's so unfortunate. Not true? Very, very indeed unfortunate. And you think that would be it and then bow right there. Another drive-by was attempted early this morning. This morning, brothers and sisters, in Savanpai, in the Savanpai region. Fortunately, nobody was hurt and injured. Another drive-by attempted. I'm guessing maybe the individuals passed by and probably saw the person and the person ran and there was probably, gunshots and stuff passing through and missed the person. And as a result of that, the person gets to see another day. The question here is, how are these people getting to do these things? It reminds me of the individuals who on a volleying spree. They're on a volleying spree. Those volleying people going, they go and volley by Asta fans, they go and volley by the gas station, they go and volley in Portsmouth, they do all sorts of volleying business, brothers and sisters. They never get caught. It doesn't seem like the police them is doing their job. What kind of police officer? What? Ay. Just to think of the police alone just make me want to weep. Bitter tears, bitter tears. Because, I don't have to put too much thing because they themselves are lacking the resources that they need. They're lacking the training, just like the nurses lacking the training and the resources to proper. The whole country does lacking resources and training. It's very interesting to see, brothers and sisters. And then what is definitely happening is this very sentiment right there, as indicated based on Dominica breaking news. Another attempt on somebody's life. Oh boy, help us, boy. Very interesting. But of course, you look at this situation right there. A number of persons had a number of things to say. This person on the top is in rec. In rec is saying a joke that man. Shake my head. This is becoming too frequent now. Yes, it's becoming too frequent. Blackmore, what are you guys doing? Wasting time going and dance. When music play, you dancing as if you have a problem, my brother. That's what you're doing, and coming and say, oh, everything is fine and dandy. Really? Oh, it's happening elsewhere, so we should just let it happen in Dominica. That's what people telling me. Dominica can be better than it is today. But they say, oh no, it's happening elsewhere. We have incompetence. Brothers and sisters, don't get me started in this church today. All right. People, please learn to resolve your issues without violence. I agree. Learn to resolve your issues without violence. We do not need this bad publicity for the nature either. Could have this individual, Dylan is saying, could have been attempted revenge for Dwight. Who knows? I don't know. That person doesn't know. But this is getting out of hand now. Yes, it is getting very much out of hand. Of course, Daily saying, Blackmore. Of course, one of the most incompetent people on the planet. I wouldn't say. Anyways, Blackmore said he has arrested the situation, so all is well, but Dominicans can't hear him report on anything in recent times. No, he'll doing things, great things. He might claim to tell the people who follow him, great things, Blackmore doing, wow. But you cannot report any substantial thing, nothing at all. Nothing, bruh. But you are you hiding or planning your exit, sir? Well, I think he should just be fired. The whole system needs to be fired. Some people always looking at SKYT. No, it's the enablers of SKYT as well. They too need to be fired. They also need to be fired forthwith. Right there. Of course, Gerard is also saying, I wonder what those thinking of returning to I wonder what those thinking to return to Dominica are thinking right now. This could be very dangerous. I heard they tried to do census again. They failed in 2022. They failed 10 years prior. They keep failing. Most likely they might end up failing again. Not true. We will see what comes of this, brothers and sisters, as they try to do census yet again. But of course, would that encourage people to come and say, boy, Dominica is... I heard one of my family saying Dominica is safe, and then with all what is going on right now, the other family is telling you that, you sure Dominica safe? Can you imagine that? One grew up in Dominica saying Dominica is safe. And the other family member saying, but look at what is all is happening in Dominica. How can Dominica be safe? Can you imagine that? Or do you understand what I'm saying there? No, or you don't understand at all. Or you don't understand at all. And with that understanding, brothers and sisters, as remember the situation of them just wasting time and not doing much in Dominica, and all these sorts of things is happening. Remember when they lied to the Dominican people? How? Remember this, brothers and sisters? Remember? No, you don't remember. Let me remind you. This is SKYT back in the day. Talking about the vision of ROSEAU enhancement project. This is it. All AI. If that is AI, brothers and sisters, somebody pin that. But this was the vision back in when? 2014. This is 11 years ago. 11 years ago. No promises. Pie in the sky promises, really? No, yes, maybe. All right. And you think that they learned the lesson to stop lying to the people. Bow, Melissa, come. Today I am particularly excited. She's excited, brothers and sisters. This is November 10, 2023. All right. Today I'm particularly excited to be before Parliament, as I will be seeking the approval of a financial agreement with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The agreement's approval will allow us to start the long-awaited and ROSEAU enhancement project. Remember when she said the funny grant? Remember when she was saying that? The grant, they get a grant of $2 to $3 million for Saudi Arabia to start the ROSEAU enhancement business. And then SKYT end up going to the same Saudi Arabia to get a loan to put on the backs of the people. And they come and do some kind of thing in Bayfront. Hey, looking nice, I don't doubt about it. How it's set up there, it looks nice from my understanding, from my eyesight. True. $40 million US. And you ask yourself, well, what has happened with the rest? I don't know. You tell me, brothers and sisters. This agreement proves will allow us to start the long-awaited ROSEAU enhancement project. Long-awaited, No doubt about it, she's right. 2014 to 2023, that was 9 years she made that statement, brothers and sisters. Today, it's 11 years since this statement was made by none other than SKYT. All right, SKYT. I am determined, she indicated right there, determined to get this off the ground, as it has been long strived for and overdue. This is part of her vision to transform and modernize the city of ROSEAU. First of all, you have no vision. You know why? Because if you're trying to transform ROSEAU in 2023 using the same picture, really? The same picture, the same set of pictures we are using. And talk about enhancement. That was 9 years ago. You use this same picture talking about enhancement. Really, Melissa? You tell them there. Really? All right. Well, I guess we'll still be waiting. But while we're waiting, brothers and sisters, look at what is happening in ROSEAU.
All of these are real. This boy, see a man wasting a shit. Right on top of the river. Oh, that is something else.
The man thinks he's a bird. He thinks he's a bird, brothers and sisters. He thinks he's a bird. He's on the side of the bridge, just hovering over the river. So let me see if I can put some nutrients into the river, you know. And if somebody, they say you need to go to the river and bathe. I remember one particular time there was a river that we were going to, and we saw an individual further up. And when we saw the individual, the person looked like they were stooping down. And we checking that way. That, because the person was letting loose themselves. They're letting loose their bowels, brothers and sisters. And we then lower down the river, say we go that Beaver River. Be careful. I know some of us like to swim in river. We don't know what's going up on the top of the river. Next thing you open your mouth and you probably drink the river water, the piece of thing that you don't see inside your mouth. Be careful, brothers and sisters. But this man feels like he needs to take it and nobody wants him to come. If I have to go KFC, I cannot go KFC. If I have to go botanical garden, the toilets themselves not working. So might as well utilize what God has created.
This boy, see a man wasting a shit.
River.
The river. Oh, that is something else.
In the river you go. Brothers and sisters, one of the questions you have to ask yourself, if you're in ROSEAU and you really have to go, can you guys answer that question for me? Where would you have to go? Sometimes if you have to utilize KFC say, well, you have to buy something to utilize our toilet. And you go and buy chicken or something so you can use. Not chicken you want to eat, you know. But because you want to go in the bathroom, then you have to buy it and get a code and then go inside there and this kind of things and so forth and so forth. Where would you go? Where would you go? I think somebody told me the promenade is in one of the areas. I remember asking that question based off somebody that was with me in Dominica, and that person wanted to go to the bathroom. And then we went to KFC. Didn't go buy, we had to buy something in KFC, and the person went into the bathroom and stuff. But where else would you go? When I was outside, I was asking, you know, where would you go? The person told me Promenade. I guess Promenade have some bathrooms. Correct me if I'm wrong, you know, brothers and sisters. I don't know. Let me know that right there. Anyways, concerning ROSEAU, brothers and sisters, there was a situation that took place with a police officer. Apparently, it's been brought to my attention that the police officer was driving this red vehicle right there. And another police officer came up to me and said, hey, sir, you cannot park there or you cannot come in that direction. Or you can, no, the person was saying, you cannot park there. And the police officer was holding up the other police officer, jokingly now, man. And he never moved his vehicle, he parked there. Did the police officer give the other police officer a ticket, or they are mandated not to give officers tickets? Remember the officer that gave the minister's vehicle a ticket because he didn't know which vehicle I was there? And the authorities, the other higher ups, were vexed with the police officer for giving them a ticket for the violation of traffic laws. Do you think police officers give other police officers ticket for violating? Brothers and sisters, this is why I say there's a guide that needs to be done. And the police officer was telling them, hey, and don't get me wrong, brothers and sisters, I know certain circumstances might happen and you say, okay, well, that's not where you're supposed to park. You meet the person and you talk to the person and so, but they leave the vehicle there. And if they leave it there, you give them a warning, they leave it there, you're not supposed to ticket them, whoever it is. Or is the law for some and not all? What are your thoughts, guys? Let me know your thoughts in this regard right there. But there was a situation that was taking place in the Wallhouse region. And of course, as you can see, Christmas lights. Well, this is actually not Christmas lights, brothers and sisters. Apparently, from my understanding, I heard that this is low voltage. You would think it's Christmas season, All right then. Low voltage causing the lights to do these kind of things. I guess the geothermal not working properly, not true? Well, at least we have blinkers. If they both passing, we can see. Look, blink, oh, blink, blink. We have lighthouse in Wallhouse. All right, then, brothers and sisters. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on this, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the things that I spoke about this on this here reaction vibrations. I want to see what you guys have to say. Let me know your thoughts. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box below. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button. I would appreciate that right there. Click it. Don't be shy. And of course, with that said, everybody, don't forget to subscribe for more vibrations, as they will definitely be coming through. No doubt about it. Anyway, brothers and sisters, it's my Mystelics once again. You see my salad right there. Salad the king always. Be real. Thanks so much for watching. Be positive.